I begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land and pay my respects to their elders, past and present. I extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. Today is the day 33 of the Grand Australian Ride. Today I rode from Mount Isa to Normanton. The ride date is 1st of June 2022. The time it took me was 8 hours and 30 minutes. The weather was really hot. The distance I covered was 494 kilometers. The terrain was a little bit hilly every now and again, but mainly flat, and there was more vegetation. The road was mainly straight, a little bit twisty at the start, but mainly straight. And I took a fuel stop at Burke and Wills. Before I stop over there, I used my spare fuel as well, so that got used while I on the way to Burke and Wills. Today is the 1st of June and it's a day 33 of the tour. So far I have gone as per schedule, so it's been good. I'm currently in Mount Isa. I arrived over here yesterday around 5:15, I think 5:15, 5:30. So yeah, yesterday was a big day, about 650 kilometers that I rode. After arriving, when I gave my, when I did my log entry, that's when I had just arrived. But after that, I had freshened up, unpacked everything, and went to have dinner. Because it's a bigger town over here, I could manage to get better food. I got Zomero or something. That's a chain of Mexican food. So they got burritos and stuff, but they have a good vegetarian option. About 5 minutes from here, so that was good. And that was it for yesterday. Now today, one more thing to note is I've come south from, I was at a higher towards north, and I've basically arrived south, so the weather has changed. It's become a bit cooler. People in India would think, why would you get cooler if you go south? It's the other way around, right? But we are in the southern hemisphere, so going north is going towards the equator, means it gets warmer. Going south means it gets cooler, so it's just opposite. But today the plan is to go to Normanton via Cloncurry. So we'll be going to Cloncurry, and then we'll be going upward north to Normanton. The reason why we are going to Normanton to reach Cairns is because from MacArthur, which was Darley Waters, we took the south route instead of the north route. North route is A1, south route is not. But A1 in between MacArthur and Normanton is very sandy. That's what I've heard. It's got a lot of river crossings. 1 or 2 river crossings is not a problem, but if the water level is too high, the bike could have issues. I'll be stuck in the middle of nowhere and the whole tour will be affected. So I decided to go southwards. 300-400 kilometers more. That's what I have to ride now, but that's fine. But I'm going to go back to Normanton and go back on track, and from Normanton I'll be riding towards Cairns. So that is the plan. The distance is around 500 kilometers that I have to ride today. The time right now is about 10 past 7, so 10 minutes past 7. I'm hoping to leave by 7:30 once I finish my breakfast and pack the remaining stuff that I have over here. For breakfast, I'm just having oats and coffee as always. I carry the oats, so no problem with food with breakfast. And when I go to a bigger town, I just top it up. I go to supermarket and buy some quick oats from there. So I use quick oats for breakfast. Yeah. Anyways, I'll see you on the road. Return the keys, and I'm about to leave now. Om Ganeshaya Nama. Shri Shakti Mata ki jai. Krishna Kanhaiya Lal ki jai. Har Har Mahadev Har. So let's get going. This is the town of Mount Isa. And there is a mount with a tank on it. I don't know if I see it over here. I'll show it to you. And there is a big power plant which I showed you yesterday when I arrived. So it's not like a big town. It's but still this place is famous for there's a race course. There's a race course everywhere. It's known for mining. There are a lot of minings around that happens around here. So even at the place where I was staying, the holiday park, the cabins around me were all occupied by miners. I had mentioned that there was some incident, I think, in the mines or the mining accommodation, which resulted in all the miners being moved to the town. So yeah, so that's the story. It's 7:38 right now. We are going to go back on National Route 83, which is right there in front of me. So when I turn left, that's where I'll be getting onto. There you go. So now we are in National Route 83. This is what we have been riding for the past few days since MacArthur. Or it didn't actually go to MacArthur, but Darley Waters. Now the first place we will be touching is Cloncurry. From Cloncurry, which is 116 kilometers, as we saw. From Cloncurry we are going to turn left and go towards Normanton. And once we reach Normanton today, we would have covered 500 kilometers. After Normanton, from tomorrow onwards, we'll be back on A1, which is the primary route we are taking for this tour. So yeah, this is getting out of town now, gradually. I have a feeling that once I reach Keynes, the road trains will stop, because it's around this area you see road trains and this and everything. Because of mines, you see a lot of road trains over here as well. The longest I've seen is around Port Hedland, which was around 60 meters long. You know this because when you see the signage, it says at the bottom, this is the size of the road trains that you can expect. Different parts of Australia have different size road trains. Don't go just by the number of trailers, because you see some road trains have 3 trailers, but the trailers are very long, so it ends up being a very long road train. And the infrastructure is built to sustain that length of road trains, because if it's too long, it can't turn and it can't do things. So, and the design and everything is to suit the road conditions. So around here, I think it was 52, I say, yeah.
Around Port Headland, I've seen up to 60-meter road trains. 60 meters, yeah, not feet. It's not 60 feet, it's 60 meters. So very long, yeah. Alright, so I'm out of town now. Nice sunrise. Yesterday was amazing the way I was able to capture the sunrise. Anyway, so I'll update as I find something interesting further down the line. To honor the Aboriginal people. Europeans came over and whatever they did. So they stopped cattle graze where wild men walked in their camps. Now, I guess to honor them, you just take a piece of stone, just put it over there. So this is considering that I'm just trying to honor the Aboriginal people. In my whole journey, it's now that I'm starting to see these kind of sites in the whole of Northern Territory, Western Australia, South Australia. Maybe it's passed by me, I didn't notice it, but this is the first time I've seen like a proper site and it's visible. So yeah, I think this is something they should definitely consider doing more to honor the actual landowners. Okay, Australian Dinosaur Trail. So there is a trail for dinosaurs as well, like where the dinosaur remains were found. Um, Apparently, it's in Queensland, Richmond, Uhendon, and Winton. The three, and AustralianDinosaurTrail.com is where you can find all the info. Um, it must be nearby because the signage is here. I haven't checked those three places because they were not part of my route, but if the signage is here, it should be nearby. I'll find some more stuff around here then. Conquer is just 11 kilometers away, and yeah, so there are some really ancient remains found in Australia. I have met a lot of I've met people along my journey who did talk about it as well. So yeah, it's an interesting place, Australia. You find all kinds of things. I mean, since I started the tour, I have learned so much about Australia, and it's a lot more than I thought it was. A lot more. So I'll be taking this road straight, 83. I'll be bypassing Conquery because I don't really need to go on that side. So yeah, now from this point it's Matilda Way, and I'm going to be going northwards, Matilda Way. Never heard of that before. That's Barkley Highway, that way. Yeah, know that. Matilda Way. Yeah, that's what it's called, Matilda Way. So I came from there, that was 83 now, and then Conquery is this way, so that's how it is. Now I'm turning over here to go northwards. As soon as you turn this side, the route becomes 83 becomes Matilda Way. So now I am on Matilda Way and I'm going northwards. I wanted to stop for a coffee and everything, but because I'm taking the bypass, Normanton 377, maybe there is a fuel station or something, because I also want to fuel up if I get a chance. So yeah, next fuel station I'll probably fuel up and even get a coffee. It's 9:17 right now. I've got 377 kilometers to go, so I'm hoping I'll be there by 2 or 3 o'clock or something like that. Just a rough estimate. Anyway, so I'm on Matilda Way now, and Matilda Way is just a route, like, you know, on the top they also have it's called something else, Savannah Way. It's like that. It's emu. It teach a emu, and it's running, Oh, there's so many of them. Wow, look at that. That is amazing. So many of them. There's such a large group of emus. I had seen signs and everything. I had seen them before as well. But such a large group. I think they need to cross the road. Look at that. Such a big and beautiful animal. They don't care that I'm here. Do they? Oh yeah, they do. One of them ran back. That one just slowly went tuk 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 tuk. They're gradually going, checking that there is no traffic coming in. I guess that's what they're trying to do. Okay. You're all good. You're all safe. Yes, yes. So many of them. So many of them. Wow. Amazing. Amazing experience. There they are. Just there. Hello. See you. So I'd seen emus before, but I couldn't capture it on the camera that clearly because it was running with me and whatnot. But this time I captured it, and this is especially for my nephew Arjun, because he's got from his childcare they gave him a little emu to take care of. I can't remember its name. But when I was leaving for this tour, he was with me and he took a photo with me, and in the photo you would see that he's got the emu with him. So in his childcare they gave him the emu and said, you have to take care of this, and the emu has a name. But anyways, so this one is for him. Just a quick update. I used this tank now, filled it up. This is empty, and now this is empty as well. So all extra fuel is used. As you can see, the gauge has gone up because I used all the fuel. The distance between where I started Mount Isa and Normanton is via Conquery is about 500 kilometers. I thought that I would be going through Conquery, but 2 kilometers before that there was a bypass. So I thought, okay, why do you need to go there? We'll just use the bypass. We went on the bypass. I was coming close to running out of fuel completely, because you see the overall capacity of the tank is 200 kilometers normal, and then 100 kilometers is a reserve. So when you run out completely, you should have around 300 kilometers. That's what it's the average is right now, considering my weight and the weight of the luggage and everything. Now BW is, I don't know what town it is, but there's a town coming in 30 kilometers. I've got enough for me to last a while now, at least 60-70 kilometers. But until that town is more than 300 kilometers. So it's situation like this why you need extra fuel on this bike to get you, basically it gives you enough push to get you over the line. So I wouldn't do this trip without extra fuel. Yeah, so I've used up all my fuel now. All I have is in the tank. After I get to Normanton is not a problem, because after that to Mount Surprise is around 300 kilometers. And I think there is a town in between as well. And then Mount Surprise to Cairns is less than 300. And then after Cairns there are so many towns, and you know it's a highly populated area from Cairns all the way to Melbourne. So I don't have to, absolutely don't have to worry about fuel there. So yeah, good step that I took the cans with me. I've used them 3 or 4 times already. So there you go. So there is a roadhouse further down called Burke and Wills. They had a camel drone on it. So I'm just curious, why are there camels around here? I know that there are camels around Broome, and I also know the fact that I've come a bit north, but I don't know, I've never seen a camel around here. I've seen signage of camels, but never seen an actual camel yet. So let's see what we may see. Okay, I've come to the roadhouse now. What's the name of this place? Bruce and Wills, I think. Bruce and Wills. Burke and Wills. Burke and Wills Roadhouse. That's what it is. Looks good. There's some heritage area on the other side. Last stop for food and drinks for 200 kilometers at Burke and Wills. This is true. As you can see there isn't much around here. So it looks quite interesting place. Let's just check it out. Not just food and drinks, it's also fuel. There's some accommodation as well. People who don't want to push it can take it easy. Okay, there it is. Burke and Wills. Where is the fuel? Unless I think it must be over here. So So I'm going to fuel up and then have something to eat. So I'll update when I finish fueling up. It's come to $25.07 and it's 10.67 liters. 235 is the rate. Sorry, just be a sec. Okay, the car in front of me had stopped, so I kind of snaked in and filled up. Alright, I'm just going to pay for the fuel and get some coffee and then I'll update. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, had some food over here, veggie burger and chips and orange juice. The burger was alright. Now on my way to Normanton. Met a lot of people over here. Around on this road, for some reason I meet a lot of people who are actually doing the lap. Apparently you find them a lot. 198 k's to go. Now I'll update when I find something interesting on the way. Until then, ciao. And they were shown horses over here, so I'm expecting I will be seeing horses around here. Let's see what we see. Another thing, there was a signage for the Shire, you know, the council, and underneath it there was another additional information: the population of the Shire. Generally they would give population of the town or a city or, you know, whatever. Generally it's town, because it's a small town, so they would say population 400 people. But this case they had population for the whole Shire, and the population was 2,500 people. So just 2,500 people in the whole Shire. Wow. I think I saw some wild horses back there. This side the cows, and I saw horses on my left. I think there'll be more to come. Now the road is changing, as you can see. Got narrow. We are still like 115 kilometers away from Normanton. Let's see what happens. But around here, the weird thing is the volume of it, the sheer volume of it. Look at that. So like it's more than the most dense that I've seen so far. It's everywhere. And these are cattle farms. It's hard to comprehend what you say, it's just consistent. It goes on for kilometers on end. And this is throughout the north of Australia that I've seen this. Anyways, I'll get going now. So we must be about 100 plus kilometers from Normanton. Normanton. This is the main entry point. Unusual to have a cemetery right at the entrance. Generally, it's a bit further away or somewhere on the side. Horses. Maljas art. What is this? Mutton hole. Mutton hole wetlands. For the past 5 kilometers, there has been so many signs, for different businesses and stuff. And this is the airport. On the right hand side, that's a runway. Looking at the sides of the airport, it looks like this is a big town. I'm staying somewhere over here. Yeah, Gulfland Motel and Caravan Park. That's where I'm staying.
Your destination is on the left.
The first one on the as we enter. That's a big fish. Look at that huge fish. Stop, please check in at reception. Now where is the reception? Where's the reception? That way, on the right. That's a pool. Almost all the motels or motor inns have pools nowadays. I don't know if they always had it or what, but I've seen in almost all of them. It's for a used restaurant. This is being built, I think. Looks like used restaurant entrance for check-in. Defense jobs. I think I've seen this car earlier. Yeah, looks like this one. Let's go in and check in. All right. Excuse me. The pub and the reception was the one and the same. The room is just there, but I'll have to move the bike. So, all right. Okay. Alright, so I got the keys. Alright, so reception is just there. I just had to move the bike on the other side, but the bike was getting stuck, so I put it over here. Let's check the room. This is the room. So you got the bed, you got an extra bed, desk, microwave, cupboard, window with a curtain, bathroom, shower. Looks a little old school over here. Rest of it looks pretty new. Anyway, so this is it. Where's the air conditioning? Oh, there it is. It's not on, so anyway, so let's get you an update. What's the update for today? Now, I have arrived in Normanton, as you can see. The overall journey was 500 kilometers. Some highlights of the day. First section was to go to, what's the name, starting with C, the first section. Now in there it was very nice ride, beautiful, and then we returned in to come towards Normanton. Now as I started riding towards Normanton, the weather and everything changed. When I was in Mount Isa, it was more like, hilly and cool and everything. And as I turned to come towards Normanton, now I started riding north. So everything basically changed to what I have been facing in the past few days. Grass and open lands and everything, a lot of cows and all of that. One other highlight is after I turned, I started riding a little bit. I saw emus, quite a few of them, boomers. For Arjun is boomers. And there was only one stop in the middle. Bruce and Willie's or something like that. You would have seen that. That's the only stop I had for fuel and food. I did kind of run out of fuel, so I used my side tank, and it's been used up now. That is the sum of the day. In terms of how everything was, it was a fantastic day. I had lunch, so I might maybe go out a little bit later to have some food around here, check out the town as well. And tomorrow when I leave from here, I'll cover the town. So I'll cover the town and then I'll leave from here. Tomorrow I'm going to Mount Surprise, which is about 400 kilometers from here. The time right now, I'm back. The time is 4:30. You can call it 4:15. I started my journey around 7:15 today. So yeah, as you can count the time, 5 hours plus 4, 9 hours. I would allow for 10 hours generally when I'm doing 500 Ks. So 1 hour earlier, so I took less breaks basically and stopped less. But overall a fantastic day. I'll see you tomorrow.